Would you say that you're financially prepared for dips in the stock market? Well, a new study reveals that many Americans think they're ready, but really aren't. Here to discuss is EVP of Country Financial, Doyle Williams. Mr. Williams, thank you so much for being here today.
My pleasure to be here.
So let's start with something called Money Smart Week. What is that and what happens during the week?
Yeah, Money Smart Week is April 21st through the 28th. It is part of Financial Literacy Month, and really it's just the financial services industry helping educate the American people on some basic money tips, helping them with some basic financial items.
Right, and you know, it sometimes can be tough to manage your accounts, especially if you have a checking account, a couple savings accounts. What advice would you give our viewers to start managing those well enough so that they can start building their financial future and make it stronger?
Yeah, you know, there's several things, just simple steps. First of all, have a budget. Start with that budget. Track your expenses across multiple accounts. Know where your money is going. I think most people are surprised when they do that. They find, wow, they're spending more money than they expected in certain categories. And oftentimes it's the little things, but multiple times, multiple expenditures. So track that. As you find those savings, use that to, number two, build your emergency fund so that you have dollars available when you have that unexpected expense, be it a medical emergency, your car breaking down, whatever the case may be, that you have dollars set aside so that you don't either stop funding your retirement or you raid your retirement account. And then finally, don't be overwhelmed. Don't be overwhelmed by the process. Even if you have multiple accounts, as you point out, you can take those steps to look at them holistically and just get started. Start today.
Right. You have to tackle the numbers head on. It's nothing to be afraid of. You know, seek the right advice, of course. Now, the big elephant in the room for a lot of people may be retirement. How can we make sure and start taking steps to build our nest egg, so to speak, for later in life?
Yeah, I think that starts with your goal. You know, what is your retirement goal? I think oftentimes people get fixated on the market volatility. They're seeing where the market's at. Oh, it's the wrong time to get in or to get out. But if you have a retirement goal, if it's 20 years out or even 10 years out, whatever that case may be, you know your time horizon, you know what your number is, and you can work towards it, and it'll allow you to withstand that market volatility. And of course, everyone's at a different point in their retirement journey. You know, if you're a few years out from retirement, you're going to be more conservative about what you do to protect your nest egg, or as you point out, if you're just starting out and you've got a relatively small nest egg, and you're worried about it, keep in mind you have a lifetime ahead of you of compounding returns that will help you reach that goal. So you don't need to be as concerned. In fact, some of our surveys show that oftentimes that millennial is the most conservative, and actually they shouldn't be, because again, they've got a long time that they're going to be in the market, and they can be a little bit more aggressive and have a bigger contribution or a bigger percentage of their assets allocated towards equities.
Right. You know, even if it's a little bit of a higher risk investment, like you say, if you're early on in your life, it could really pay off well. And if it doesn't, you have time to recover. So the common theme we're seeing here is, of course, plan, 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 make a roadmap, stick to it, and great information for anybody who might have had any questions. So I want to thank you so much for your time today.
You're very welcome.
All right, Doyle Williams. And stay right where you are. We'll be right back.